Hello and welcome back to Banished with the MegaMods. We had gotten our stone hovel over here built. Looks like this little guy needs a bit of a road, as far as it'll let you get up into it. Got the fence and stuff around it. We got a little barn behind it. So I had forgotten that we had put in these small vegetable barns, and they don't take very much supplies, so that's pretty good. We'll get them rebuilt there in a little stockpile. I'm having them start taking care of all this stuff over here to kind of start flattening it so they can use up the resources. But I've had them kind of clear out a little bit of the stone that was needed so that they can take care of a few of these buildings around here. So it's still, you know, getting a little bit more, trying to finish off some of this bits of area and stuff. We have a stockpile and another workshop guy here. Gonna need a person so we can do our tools. So at least this one says 1 to 2 iron tools, so that's pretty good. And this is the guy that would let us do the small little gatherer stuff. Oh good, we already had our tool limit. That's pretty good. So, is our dock? Yeah, let's have this guy go back to making survival coats because we're out of coats. And that way those two can take care of it. We have a little bit of iron and stuff coming in from the mines. We need people, and part of the problem is that we had some old age people die off. So, that's unfortunate. We got a couple kids in school. Kind of thinking that we need maybe like a little cemetery, something. And I didn't want to like put it right next to the school. I mean, it would fit kind of here. Our area kind of cuts off right about there. But we need to kind of start thinking about that sort of stuff. I love it. The transparent one still takes stone, so don't really want to do that. That's good for making stuff into how you want to make it, whatever size and shape. But okay, there's our that's like an actual church. There's, I think, the regular cemetery stuff, the creepy cemetery stuff. This will take the metal fence. There's a small stuff. Let's see, we need a minimum of 5 to 15. Oh, okay, so this is just logs. And then there'll be certain different sizes fenceless. Okay, this seems kind of appropriate for the space that I want to do that in. We want a small one. So we'll take care of that. Stockpile. Okay, we got a little doodad thing over here. I think I want to use, maybe, if I can find it, some dock fencing. It's a little bit different. Just to kind of go around it. Don't want to completely encapsulate it, so okay, we got our barns. That's working out pretty good. And then we can come back over here to the docks and kind of start deciding what else to maybe put down in here. We can do some homes. I think I prefer the homes rather than the shanties, though. We'll need another little dock jut out. We did finally get rid of those little bits of iron and stuff around there. So that's a positive. Let's get a little bit of dock stuff around there. We'll get one home. Not that we really need the home, unfortunately. It's starting to come back up, but we want to kind of fill in the area a little bit. So we do have a market in the area. We don't need the trading post kind of thing yet. The shrine would work for this kind of area. It's kind of small. It's not too bad. And where's like the... I thought there was one more thing over here. Oh yeah, it's on the other section. So we got the fuel storage, or the wood storage. Where's that? The fuel storage, yes. We're just doing pretty good. Rice wine, which will come much later. We got water scavengers, which I do want to stick out. We got a fishery. We got a chicken breeder, which I'm thinking about maybe sticking that guy down there. So that takes the eggs. And then we're gonna do couple scavengers, I think, over in this direction. And that looks like it will not interfere with that nice little circle bit. Yeah. I'm not going to be going over much further around there. If anything, maybe we'll stick one more reed farm or something over here, or we can always stick it along the shorelines. But I kind of want to do a little bit of stuff around here, not like totally crowded in. So I think this was the... Let's go back to our roads here. I think this might be the country road, and that's the soil road. I think I like the country road better during the normal months of the year, so it's not quite so dark looking. I'm not a big fan of people just kind of walking around the coast here rather than using roads and whatnot, but that's kind of what's going to happen. I kind of want to just kind of leave this all nice and open and stuff for the foresters and whatnot. Alright, looks like our cemetery thing's going pretty good. We got plenty of eggs, so that's good over there too. Feathers and eggs. Alright. Oh gosh, only 4? Yikes. It's pretty nice looking for just being wood. It's added in a little extra, which is pretty nice, the little lantern and stuff. We might have to just put a few of these around. I don't know. We're going to, at some point, stick a small forest or something over here. I'm thinking maybe a orchard forester, so because they're smaller, and that might work over there, and then a larger one over here. So I don't want to take up too much of the space. I also have been working on getting this little bit kind of flattened because I'd like trees and stuff to grow over there. We'll keep the natural mountains, but any of these little tiny hills, that little one I think might be able to go, but anything that's big will look really weird if you don't flatten the whole thing. So like, might be able to kind of cut this one off somewhere in here, and then we can get rid of that one, and obviously that little bit as well. This will take a good bit of time to clear out for them, so I figured we can at least get it kind of started. I should have done it in smaller parts. If you use the flatten tool and do it in small bits, that means they can flatten and be completely done with one spot, and not have to wait for this whole thing to get done, because I gotta take down all these trees to, you know, get a large section of it done and such. Looks like apples are in season now. That is fantastic. So we got that going. Alright, let's quickly look at... Okay, country road and soil road. Yeah, out of those two that I'd rather do the country one. So, do I have to? I do not have to redo it. That's good. Oh, good. We have a couple, a young couple, in the house. And that works out really well because we actually have a house need. It may not stay that way, but we actually have a house need, so that's positive there. And we can, you know, stick more stuff in and around. I would like to get another one of these coastal homes. Let's look for that somewhere. Whichever one it happens to be under, that if I can remember. Okay, coastal homes. So, not a variation in color, just kind of stuff around it. Kind of looks like we could stick one there. So the back has to be on facing the water. Can't really do it on a diagonal. So that does not give us many options. So let's just go for one of those. Oh, we have enough people. We could put people there. Give another builder to help get some of this stuff done. So I've added in a couple little bits of decoration. Not too much. Let's also go into the docks and get these little corner things because people like to run over the side. I think these are the correct spots for those. And I believe, yeah, this will only work on the high rail stuff. I just want to not overdo it, but stick a little bit of railing around. It won't work on the low stuff, but we did also have, we have reeds, we have tulips, we have jungle plants. Oh, lily pads, that's what I was looking for. So I'm not sure why. Okay, we actually have to put this on land. That's a little bit unfortunate. Reeds won't go exactly in water, but they'll kind of go on the edge, which will work. Alright, so they're getting a little bit of that country roads redone. I would like to add stuff to this market, though. I am kind of disappointed that I have to change my roads here, which is unfortunate. And I can keep some interior things wrong. I would eventually like to... Oh, I wanted to change it to something else down here. Like some mossy stone or something that would work out later on. Oh, stone road. This one looks really nice down here. Which looks like I might have to actually change the road for that. Alright, back to the market. And of course I'm getting back into autumn. That's fantastic. I will want to, I think, stick a few of these kind of other trees around. I want a small birch and just to make it look like people maybe actually decided to plant some of their stuff. We'll get a few of the different kinds of pine trees, the regular pine trees. This is just the special pine tree stuff that's going in on this map. Wow, we got one builder left. We got our coastal home done. Alright, so that means we have our scavengers done. We have a lot of food, so I'm not really worried about getting any of that yet. We have enough food variety, I believe, also, so that's going pretty good. We could always get more wood, or we probably need more iron. So if we get one person in each of these places working, that will be beneficial as well. Let's take all that bit out there. See, and now we can see the country roads there. So I might have to just spend a bit of time to redo the road, unfortunately. Just a bit at a time so they don't get like over with it. Alright, so we got one little grave sitting in here. I believe, I know under the creepy cemetery stuff there's the crypt. I mean, I don't know if it would really fit, but it's deco. We got a very colorful mosque there. I want to, let's see. We have shrines. There is some like little decorative stuff around here. And we have different statues, although not appropriate around here. Coverings. We can get a giant shroom. No, that's okay. Some things are only under specific categories, like it'll be only under a ghost category opposed to something else. And I might have to spend some time looking. I'd love to do the street lamps thing, but that is definitely something that is further down the road because you need the lamp oil for that. I'm down with getting one of those. That'll work. A little bit extra stuff. Alright, so I haven't finished any bit of that, but they got a little bit of that on the end. It'll be a long, ongoing project here. Alright, I think that we need a little bit of bushes around this fenced area. Perhaps something a little around the edge here. It will help kind of take up a little bit of where the trees grow and kind of define the area a little bit better, kind of make it stand out a bit. Alright, so how are we on the houses still? We could add a few more. If this area was done, I would think about adding a few more dock homes, but I'm not sure what I'd want to do about that. We actually have chicken now, so that is one of the things where this chicken coop over here, does it actually produce chicken? It's just feather and eggs. Speaking of, let's go all the way back down here because I accidentally closed it. Do we have more domesticated animals? We have 2 more. We have a lot of blueberries and apples, so we need to actually consider keeping our happiness up here. And we might have something small. That one's small, and it's kind of would fit over here too. Let's see. It's really far away, but let's see what we can do with that. So we got apples and blueberries. Sometimes it's like specifically in this game, depending on the mod, they want berries or blueberries or raspberries. It's something specific. So we'll see if blueberries work. Apples should. Fire bundles are doing pretty good. One of the things I want to consider, we don't have a huge supply of it yet, but we're going to want to start doing a little bit of trade stuff. And if we're going to need anything, we're going to need something to sell. So having not quite like starting industry per se, but having a little something to sell might work out pretty nicely. That is really nice looking. What will this do? Iron tools and wagon parts. Well, that's something to keep in mind for maybe later. Alright, so I had to find this because it's not something I build all the time. It should be a crafting thing, yes. Oh no, the statue carver takes lumber. Okay, well, this starts the production chain stuff, so you need to have this, and this building first before you can build this. So let's get some sort of wood cutting type of thing. We got coke ovens. I haven't used that before. Coal furnace, choppers, teeny choppers, bundling sheds. Okay, we don't want the construction, not the wood chopping per se. Salt pits. I think it actually like puts a pit in the water or into your land, and I don't usually like using it. Lumber yards. Ooh, this one looks like a really nice model here. That's pretty nice. We got a sawmill, which goes along the water, which has potential. How close to the farm is that? It leaves a couple spaces, but these can be like really, really nice and yield. And it kind of fits there on the end. Gives us enough space. I don't think the traffic of the boats would. Well, they'd come around here. It might not interfere with that. So, make sure it's up on the shoreline a bit. Alright. Mead brewer. Alright, so there's our little lean-to of stuff. We do honey or honey or honey. Alright. We should probably have naturally some honey. We do. Okay. We don't have water. which would help it go further. Watered down meat, that's fantastic. It would employ another person. We have plenty of food, so I think right now let's have them go ahead and just start trying that out. We'll get to using up the apples and stuff later. Alright, our iron production, that's a problem. I'm clicking on the wrong button. Let's get 4 people in here. So we got 2 in each. I think we're just using up our tools more. More people. More kids are starting to become laborers, so... And we've probably gone through all those rough tools that this person was making before. So our clothing is... There we go, our clothing limit's been hit. However, this is something that I don't... Oh, tools. I want to keep the tools. I'll keep it that way, but I usually get a little behind on clothing. I don't do a very good job on it, so try to get that done a little bit better this time. We'll keep an eye on that. Alright, I'd like to do more in here. I'm just not sure where and when. I'm thinking maybe to not mess with this coast, we can just put a dock down the middle of these 2 guys. Alright. And we can get another house in around here. I want to make sure no one gets stranded. And oh, this mod, their ducks are super slow. I never like to get ducks in the animal pastures anyhow. But it's always fun to just kind of sit there and watch a really slow duck going by. Alright, dock home. 21 homes, there are 23 families. We'll get that going here. Fortunately, there's no bushes and plants and stuff to put around here. Okay. It's a little bit more developed. I think I will go ahead and open up one of these so we can start getting some other stuff. The mead brewer is already making stuff. They got 40 there. I'm not sure where it's getting stored. Is it... Oh, our dock storage is full. Okay. Are they taking it to the forest barn? Alright, we're gonna need to solve that next here. And I'm seeing a little bit of a problem there. Let's give a little jaunt down. I'm going to need one last thing before we get out of here is I'm going to need some sort of another barn of some sort. These are the tiny ones that we had. That's a little bit larger ones. I still like the small barns, but yeah, let's go ahead and stick that there. Got our next dock home going. Our watermill's getting close to down here. Let's go ahead and get country road. There. They are going to need some sort of a little bit of storage as well. If, let's see, I need I need, like, I want something... Oh, I bet I won't be able to use it until I get... I need to get, like, some lumber made in order to make some of the... Oh, what did they call it? They're like, not resource depots, but... There were some interesting things. Oh, those are tiny. These are tiny, but useful. Let's get a couple of these around. As they would seem appropriate. Alright. Sawmill is done. One person doing logs, and this is also nice because they can switch to the firewood if need be. Alright. Well, we are now finally 22 homes, 22 family. We are at 56 citizens. Education is getting up there. All clothed, all tooled. We're just gonna have to get more stone and more iron. So we'll work more on that next time. Thanks for watching, and see you later.